So yeah, because of me so live. Hello,
Hey,
hello. Thank you for your patience.
oh, it's okay.
So for those of us who do not know how the real world works, please tell us who you are.
My name is Jay Boyd, fighter out of Las Vegas. I fight at Fight Capital. Um, yeah, that's about it. That's about it. I fight 170. It's pretty basic with me.
Tell us what got you into fighting in the first place.
Oh man. So um, I was my NFL career was just finishing up, and people always ask me, "Why'd you quit the NFL?" You don't quit. It just you get to a point where it runs its course and you just get tired of the moving around everything. So I called it quits myself. And so I was on the internet one day and something with the UFC popped up on the internet. And the only thing I really knew, um, I was like, I wonder, can I do this fighting thing? Never fought in my life, ever. And I told my mom about it, and my mom is the one that actually got me into it for real. She knew a coach back in North Carolina, and she was like, "I'm gonna give it 2 weeks." And I told her I still wanted to fight, and yeah, that's how I started.
That's very interesting. Okay, so yeah, you do hail from North Carolina. You went there for college, correct?
Yep, sure did.
Do you do you feel pushed or motivated, whatever the best verb is, I guess. Do you feel pushed or motivated more by the NFL or the MMA to continue to work hard?
Uh, I would say the MMA probably gets more out of me from my perspective. The NFL was extremely hard to get to. It was. But transitioning, I feel like the NFL is truly preparing me for the MMA or getting into the UFC or whatever I wanted to do. Uh, it, Man, I push myself to exhaustion. It's extremely hard. I always tell some of my guys that play in the league or play football, I'm like, man, you should do MMA, boxing off season. You'll get incredibly in shape. But I don't know. They're both equally very, very hard. But I would say MMA gets a little bit more out of me with the MMA and boxing.
Yeah, yeah, because it looks like you train. Well, when is your training scheduled? Like when? Okay, I guess my question is, when do you sleep? I guess is my question.
Probably sleep about 6 hours a day now. Summertime in Vegas is a little crazy. I do work in the nightlife, so if anybody ever looks at my story, they'll probably see me partying all the time. But it's not me partying. But the only thing I want to do right now is work and train, work and train, work and train. So
Mhm.
I have a goal in mind, and I'm not trying to let nobody get me off track. So
So, so that's my follow-up question. Actually, what is your goal with MMA in general as a whole?
the ultimate goal is to get to the UFC. It's to get to
Mhm.
the UFC. You know what I'm saying? I want to have that platform. I want to be able to, obviously inspire people, motivate people. You know what I'm saying? I want to give other guys in other professional sports, if it didn't work out for them, then they can come to this sport and it can work for them. The most dominant athlete sport, but trust and believe they're coming over here. They are starting to come.
Yeah,
I mean, look at the champs. You know what I'm saying? Like they're starting to come over here.
I feel like you see that a lot with athletes, where they weren't as successful as they wanted in their sport, and then they're like lost, wandering blind. No,
Yeah, I
no, you're
mean,
fine. No,
athletes, we athletes, we have a ego issue, and when we're done, we're in denial at times, and I went through that, a little bit, partying a lot when I was done, didn't really know what I wanted to do. Then I started getting into radio when I was living in Charlotte, and I was like, all right, well, let's try getting ESPN. I have a degree in communications. So that was the next thing for me. But athletically, I was still there. I'm very gifted athletically. So I don't know. The fight just came aboard. It's the craziest thing how it happened. But yeah, body wise, I'm still just as dominant, or I can athletically in college now, and I'm 32 right now.
So now I have to ask you, what do your parents do?
Oh, so my dad was in the military. He owns his own trucking business. My mom, she works for T-Mobile, and yeah. So I'm getting this.
Wait, so who in your family? No, yeah, no, I have to know who in your family is athletic.
So I would say my dad's side is the most athletic part of my family. My uncle Keith Jackson played at the University of Oklahoma, played in the NFL for 10 years, won a Super Bowl with
Oh
Breakup.
wow.
His son played in the NFL. His two youngest sons played college ball. One played in the NFL. My grandfather on my mom's side of the family played in the Negro Leagues, baseball. Um,
Oh wow.
Dad's side, we got people who ran the Olympics. Like it's on my dad's side is the heavy athletic side. Everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, it runs in the family for sure.
I can't imagine like Thanksgiving at your house. Is it like super competitive?
I mean, we always competing. It is always competition. I mean, even outside of that, competing in the gym, we sparring. I'm talking junk. Best believe. Now I might be tired, but I'm still talking smack like I was Monday, getting beat up and all. I'm gonna keep talking.
Oh my god.
Yes.
And Greg was like, I'm just trying to enjoy the ham, y'all.
But yeah, we always compete and talking junk. Even my best friends, like this is constant. I'm very competitive. So even when I do have a girlfriend or something, I'm competitive with her. You know what I'm saying? If you plan on dating me, I'm competitive with you. It is what it is.
That's that sounds similar-ish with me because I compete as well. So like
Hmm.
whenever I'm dating a guy, I'm like, "Yo, do you want to like grapple?" And he's like, "No," and I'm like, "No, but like it's fun, you
Hmm.
know." Like, you're not gonna hurt me. Even if you do hurt me, I'm fine. You
Yeah.
know, it's always so difficult. I don't know. Okay, well, we can talk about that another day if you want to. Okay. How important do you think it is to be flexible as an athlete physically?
Um. Wait. What do you mean by that?
Physically flexible, like with your legs, your neck, your
Uh,
hips, etc., etc.
in general.
In general.
Because playing football and running track in college, a lot of us sprint or runners develop like tight hips. Like I got tight hips at times. So going in May, I had to get very flexible. I had to get on the foam roller a lot, stretch out my hips. So it's very important. But I'm just in general, I'm just like a dynamic, uh, just compact athlete where everything is just explosive. So with MMA and boxing, I have to be a little bit more flexible, loose. I have to change up my workouts. I can't be lifting like a football player like I did before. I just have to change the workouts a little bit. A lot of pull work, a lot of band work, a lot of stretching. So it's very important. It's new. It's new to me because I still have to constantly remind myself and because I think, I've been with some of the best strength and conditioning coaches in the world, playing in the NFL and being in college. But going to MMA, I learned so much more about strength and conditioning. So I definitely don't know everything, but I'm still constantly learning and having to drill myself every day.
True. Okay, so let's say that dinosaurs existed right now.
Oh,
Okay. 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 Which dinosaur would be your pet?
ooh, God. You know that show Land Before Time we used to watch? Uh,
Oh my, yeah.
I'll probably get the long neck,
Person.
the long neck, the long neck. I don't know. I'll probably have.
The
Yeah, they nice, and I can get on their head from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Who find who the crazy person that's trying to find us? So, okay, get the phone back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, so after that, which dinosaur would you grapple?
Oh, oh my God, that's a tough one. I would maybe I cannot think of the name. The names are so difficult. The one with the three horns, with the Trinus. I don't know what the name is.
The,
I'll grab that one.
the Triceratops.
Ceratops, yes. With that,
Why do you say that one?
grab his by his horns and just toss it. Strong I am, you know what I'm saying, brother? I had deadlifted.
Bro, you lift like 400, don't you?
Deadlift 550.
Oh my God.
When I was playing football, I was lifting with the linebackers, the running backs, and for my size, I'm incredibly strong. That's why,
Okay.
like, I strike a lot. I box heavy, but my what I'm comfortable with is grappling. I like grabbing people. So
That makes sense.
yeah, the brothers out here lifting. They better lift. They better be lifting.
Okay, so obviously this weekend falls under Mother's Day weekend as well. What would you say is your most favorite memory with your mom?
Uh, I don't think there's one memory that overshadows another. My mom is my best friend. You know what I'm saying? We talk all the time. Um, she is definitely one of the reasons why I keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do nothing without my mother. She's helped me out so much. I pray to have a woman like my mother in my life, in my future. You know, still searching for that. Um, but my mother's my best friend. There's not one moment that supersedes or whatever the next moment. It's every day is an amazing a moment with my mother. You know, I hate that I'm on the West Coast, she on the East Coast. I'm trying to move around. You know what I'm saying? So, but we'll see how that works. Man. But
Do you want to go back to Carolina or do you want
no, I
to
won't
go?
go back to North Carolina ever. She lives in Atlanta right now. The only spot I would move to, I would consider moving to, is Miami. That's it. It was between Miami and Vegas, but when I was making my decision. But Miami will get me in trouble too much, so that's why I decided on Vegas.
Yeah, not Miami.
Yeah,
God.
after the fight, I'm going to Miami to turn up though. Brothers turn it up.
What's COVID been like in Vegas?
It's been it ain't been as relaxed as Florida, but it has been kind of chill. We're kind of annoyed by it, but you know, we had to wear the mask and everything at first, but when nightclubs start opening, if you're in a nightclub, we don't care. They don't care about that. But it's been chill. It hasn't been as bad. Like now, obviously, it's wide open, but
Yeah,
it hasn't been as bad. I enjoyed the 3 months or whatever of quarantine. Though I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed that. I had fun with that. But because everybody got to travel, go outside, you know, it wasn't all that drama, all those distractions. So I enjoyed the quarantine definitely.
I say that all the time. I missed that time where people didn't talk to you in public. You know, the awkward small talk.
We
Like, oh,
we over here in
oh.
parks. I'm over here just like, well, I don't know what y'all was doing in Florida. I don't know what y'all was doing, but over here we got, you know, the land.
We had that period too.
Okay, okay, okay. I know.
Yeah, it didn't last very long. It did not last very long at all.
Nah, they wasn't gonna let that happen long. People was being too comfortable, getting too lazy with that. But I enjoyed it though. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too. Me too. Okay. What would you say your mom is most proud of you for right now, present tense?
Uh, just being a good son to her. Like I said, my mother. You know what I'm saying? Like I got her back. I'm a ride or die. You know what I'm saying? If something happened and I had to bury a body for her, I would. You know, and there's not one thing she's more happy about. She loves everything about me. Now I have a
Um,
brother and sister too, so we competing for the love, but but no, she my mom. She cares for me deeply.
that's
She
beautiful.
at this
That's
fight,
so beautiful.
you know what I'm saying she gonna be at this fight, so she be the loudest one. I can hear her out of everybody. So if you in the crowd, be
Well,
careful
no,
out that cage.
was she at the last fight?
She was calm though. She was recording. She was calm. Couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. She was calm. She was calm because there was one dude that kept running his mouth, and I could hear him in the like.
Yeah.
I'm just like, bruh, you really don't want to see me after this fight. So if anybody do that again, best believe I'm going up to them after the fight. But
How do you deal with that? The hecklers, because I'm sure you're used to that.
yeah, but I mean, like I said, the last fight, like they were like, oh, he's hanging on you. No, the dude was grabbing on me. He was holding on to me for dear life. He was not letting me up. I was trying.
Yeah.
He would not let me get up. But those are people who actually understand fighting, who know what's going on. They knew, so I just had to lay there and do what I had to do until he stopped or the round was over. But the hecklers, it's just practice, really. I don't let them get to me. Come on, really. I've played in front of 100,000 people, 60,000 people. One person ain't getting to me. They
Hmm.
got to try hard.
Hmm.
I've, yes. So,
So how do you think someone can win with grace, with humbleness?
I mean, are you talking about as far as like the character?
The
Like,
character you said?
well, never mind. Let me not say that. Yeah, you talking about just somebody just being nice about it, polite about everything. Talking about like
Well,
that.
or maybe do you think people should be polite about it? Like why not gloat? Why not brag?
I brag. I'm sorry. I think you should showboat because you worked hard for it. Show it. But at the end of the day, the people who really know you outside of that, that's the only thing that really matters. The people from the outside, I don't care about what they think about me. I'm gonna say what I need to say, and if they don't like it, oh well. You know what I'm saying? So I could care less. I'm gonna talk that ish. I tell you, I'm gonna talk it. So oh well.
Yes. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Yes, yes. Okay. What would you say is your most favorite movie about fighting?
My favorite movie.
About fighting, yeah.
My favorite movie.
About fighting. Don't say like Schindler's List or something. Like we all like Schindler's List. You know?
When the fight, my favorite movie. You ready for this?
Yes.
I'm a.
Yes.
I like all the Dragon Ball Z movies. I'm just saying. I'm Goku.
You're so ridiculous.
I'm Goku every day. Every day. We on Dragon Ball,
Okay.
that manga or Magna, whatever you call it.
Magna.
Movie is any Dragon Ball Z movie.
I'm thinking you're gonna say like Rocky or
Hell, Rocky. Man, man. Everybody be saying that. No, 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 man. I understand he worked. Yes, I feel it. I understand. No.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Okay. Okay. Where can we support you, sponsor you, and where can we find your gym?
Oh, it's called Fight Capital Las Vegas. Fight Capital Gym Las Vegas. It's all on my page. Anybody can just find it on my page. We got a great coach, um, and Coach King. That's his name, Coach King Sample, David. But he's a great head coach. Got the owner, Skipper Kelp. Got a good Muay Thai program. Jiu-Jitsu program. All my coaches are good. So, but yeah, Fight Capital Las Vegas. That's where you want to go if you want to sponsor. So, it's gonna happen soon. This will be my last pro fight. I mean, last amateur fight before I go pro. So, yeah.
So two more questions, and then I'm gonna let you go. Okay. Second to last question. What sport do you see yourself dominating later in life?
After this, man,
Because I have my answer, but you go first, obviously.
oh man, that's a tough one. Shoot, what am I gonna get into? I don't know. Maybe
I see you dominating golf.
I knew you was gonna say that. No,
Dude, like you get off the
I went
field
top
and be
golf
like
the other day. I took off the other day for the first time. That was hard. No, no,
it was
no.
hard. Really?
Oh my God, the women was out shooting me. It was I wanted to throw my club at them.
Oh no.
It was aggravating. So now I start doing when I go to Top Golf, I'm going to get whoever I'm with drunk, and so they can shoot that good.
So funny. Okay, now last question.
Okay.
So I know that you've seen the movie Fight Club.
Fight Club. Which one is that?
Yeah. With Brad Pitt and what's his Edward Norton.
What?
Yeah.
Fight. Look, hold on. I gotta Google that. Hold on. Hold on. Fight.
Club.
It's on Netflix.
Probably not. It's old. It's so old. It's when Brad Pitt didn't have to dye his hair.
Oh, no, I ain't. I don't think I've seen this. No.
Okay, well now that's on your to-do list
Oh,
after the fight, obviously. Obviously after the fight. Or maybe on like on the plane ride to Florida. You
oh
could
no.
watch it.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Okay, so one of the quotes from the film, not a spoiler, one of the quotes is, "How do you know yourself if you've never been in a fight?" In your history of athleticism, do you think that you know yourself better since you've been fighting?
Yes, because I know what I can push through. I know what I can get through. You know, definitely. Yeah, I mean, for an example, just like going like the other day, going six rounds, and I'm going with professional. I'm going with boxers, and they don't hit like MMA fighters. They hit with leverage, and just going 6 rounds with them. Thinking after the third round, I'm tired, exhausted, and my coach is like, "No, you can still go." And I pushed through it. That, that it shocks me at times. You know what I'm saying? Going 6, 8 rounds with these guys, and but yeah, no, that man, definitely MMA definitely got it gets it out of me when it comes to that. So yeah, I mean, it can get it out of more of me. I could 170 belt and a 185 belt on the same day if they let me.
you're so you're
Yeah,
you're so
I get both of them belts.
in at the same damn time. Jay, it's always a pleasure talking to you, homie. I'll see you next weekend.
You see me,
Travel safely.
you,
Say it again.
you'll talk to me after the win.
Yeah, I'll talk to you. Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Don't get me
Yeah,
fired, bro.
he gonna be hot. Oh, you think he's gonna win? Yes, I do. Look at her ass. Yes, yes, expected. Yeah.
Travel safely, Jay, and I'll talk to you later, okay?
Bye.
Bye.